And we're live. Second take. Finals, week 17. The main contender. Nate Dogg in the building. How are you?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. I know you've been waiting the entire year. I'm sure everybody's been waiting the entire year for me to be on here. And you know what? I don't blame you.
Say the best for last. You knew what you were
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah. You can't start with dessert.
Oh man. Sadly we weren't able to get Ryan. Something came up from him. He wanted to film today. I just wanted to say what he texted me. He said, make sure that Nate knows you should be really proud of finishing in second place. It's really hard to do in this league. So that's what Ryan wanted to leave you with there, Nate.
All right. Well, I mean, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I thought it was going to be me, Ryan, and you, and I really thought it was going to be me and Ryan. We're just going to gang up on you. And I'll be honest. You know, I was nervous coming into this week. I knew the thing about Derrick Henry. I told you very early in the week.
You said he wasn't going to go.
Yeah, I was like, he's not going to go, and you were like, no, he's got to play for them. No, he doesn't. He doesn't play. So I was very nervous until a couple hours ago when you texted me that something came up for Ryan. He's backing down. That's very obvious to me. My edge is intensity. Nobody in this league can match my intensity. This guy's a loose cannon, you know, and he's backing down. I'm Mike Tyson in the dressing room. I'm punching the walls. He's coming out, you know, Trump Atlantic City, and he's scared. He's backing down. So I was very nervous. I'll be honest. I'll be candid with you. Usually I have an irrational amount of self-confidence. I was very nervous coming into this week until a couple hours ago. And I got the news that he wasn't going to be here. Clearly intimidated, and quite frankly, I don't blame him.
Oh, I love it. How about the video that Mikey posted? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I was going to text you because I was going to text you even like a week ago or whatever when you posted the thing from Joe. Like a very obvious reverse jinx attempt. That was very clear to me when you posted that. I think that was clear to everybody, except for you, Peanut Brain over here. You're like, look, Joe's giving you the flowers. Look at that. No, I know what he's trying to do. And you know it might be working because Derrick Henry is, you know,
that was at least 18. So. At least that's why I said at least 18 out of Derrick for you.
Yeah, so it may have worked. But yeah, it was very obvious to I think everybody in the league what he was trying to do, except for you.
Yeah, well, I like to think the best of people sometimes, and it's definitely bit me before.
Yeah.
Wow, we're here. Your first appearance. You made the Final Fours in 2013, if I'm not mistaken. That was your third place year, right? Your rookie year.
And this is the elephant in the room. I want to get this out in the open.
Yeah.
You got insanely lucky. The semifinals, 2013. Yes. Dan Bailey dropped 25 points. In my mind, this is potentially my second championship. I'm the real winner from 2013. I was the highest scorer in the league.
Yes.
And you know the championship round. I should have been in the championship round. Dan Bailey. I don't know what the fuck happened there. Who did you play, Devin?
Yes, I played Devin in the finals.
Yeah, I had a higher score that week than both you guys. So
yes, you did.
In my mind, I'm going for the second championship. This is still a dynasty in the making. You know.
Okay.
I
hear you. I like to get my dynasty.
It's not I'm going for my first. Is there pressure? No, I've been here before in my mind. Yeah. I might be schizophrenic also, but I've been here before.
Okay. You know what? That was a great opening. I love it. Let's look at some of these ads that were made. I'll go ahead and share my screen. How's that?
I can see it. Looks like he's made a lot of ads.
So Ryan,
I'm going to give you this. I'm going to give this isn't just for Ryan. This is for the whole league. I want to give you guys some advice. Take the phone. I don't know if you can see it behind the Golden Gate Bridge. Take the phone. Put it down. Put the phone down. You're overthinking this. You're playing.
We're with these guys all year, right? You've been with these guys all year. You're gonna quit.
I have like $64 worth in Fab. I'm not gonna use it. You're doing too much. You think I'm gonna tinker. You guys are tinkering yourself out of winning money every year. You don't need to do all that. You're doing too much. This is my edge. You nerd. You moron. You don't have an edge. It's a game of chance. Put the phone down. Draft a halfway decent team. Pray that they stay healthy. Put the phone down. You want to know why I have 305 unread text messages? I put the phone down. Put the phone. Take your phone.
You live in the real world, huh?
Throw your phone in a pool. Throw your phone in the Pacific Ocean. Throw your phone in Lake Michigan. Yeah. If you're Danger Matt, throw your phone in the Hudson River. If you're Jesse, throw your phone in the Connecticut River. That's probably a river.
I'm pretty sure.
Geography guys on the West Coast. Throw your phone in the Connecticut River. Just throw your phone in a body of water. Put it down. Stop making ads. He thinks he's picking up Derrick Henry's backup. I can't tell you the last time I even put a bid in on somebody.
Wow. That's how deep your team was this year, huh?
I can't. No, it wasn't deep. I limped. I limped through my bye weeks.
Oh,
But I'm here. I can't tell you last time I made it. Oh, I can tell you. I picked up the Bengals kicker, who's still on my team. I haven't dropped him.
Fat Randy?
Ellie McPherson. Is that a singer? Something McPherson?
Oh, Fat Randy's on Tennessee, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, McPherson. McPherson's the Bengals. You know we're a kicker league. McPherson, yeah. Absolutely.
I came out, yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's why I still have two kickers.
Yeah.
Ryan Suckup was on a bye, and I had to pick up McPherson. I don't.
Yeah, you've held two kickers this whole time. Is that just good juju?
I think I may have like started McPherson one extra time because he had a good matchup.
You had to get the rotation just to make sure you had your guy.
And McPherson came through that week and got me double digits if I recall. Inside baseball, I did think about picking up. There's like an hour where I thought about picking up. I think Malik Davis. I think that's his name. The kid out of Florida. The kid because Tony Pollard was out last night.
Oh.
And I guess what I think the Cowboys were like 12.5-point favorites or something. So you'd think like they're going to rest Zeke if they're up big and they're just going to run this kid. And I think he'd finish with like 8 points. I think Haskins finished with like 8 points too. So I'm glad I didn't.
It was the right move.
I'm glad I put the phone down. That's what you got to do. You want to be here? Put the phone down. You're doing too much. You don't have an edge. You're not grinding out the edge. Put your fucking phone down. You don't know what you're doing.
What? During the Champions.
None of us know what we're doing. There's no gurus here.
During the Champions meeting next year at draft day, I'll make sure to address that. Do we put the phone down, guys? If our titles come,
Stop watching football like this. Stop doing that. Put it down. You look crazy.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Well, here it is, man. Look at this.
That's a great bracket. Thought? That's a great bracket.
The 5 seed versus 10 seed. And it is week 17. I got it right.
It is, yeah. I mean,
wow. I would not have picked this at the beginning of the year. And the NFL did not pick it.
I'll tell you who also didn't pick it, Tony Velasquez.
No, we didn't. He got a little too big for his britches, huh?
You set that guy up you set him up for failure. You gave him a platform all year to badmouth David Montgomery. And then look what happened. You set that guy up. Are you related to him? By marriage?
Absolutely. He's married to my sister.
Yeah, you set him up. That's family. You set him up.
Well, I like to bring the rookie on, get him introduced to the league and whatnot.
Actually, you know what? Can we address something?
Sure.
Because I have a theory.
Okay.
Who vetoed that fucking trade?
Oh, on that day, on the basketball draft day.
Has this ever been? No. In the league, you traded with like Ryan or something, right? Cousin Ryan.
Yes, I traded with Cousin Ryan. Yes.
And then that trade got vetoed by somebody.
Me, I vetoed it because of all the I was getting so much flack about it, and I'm like, I don't want to ruin my season.
Oh, was that addressed publicly?
Yes, absolutely.
That's crazy. So you agreed to a trade and then you commish vetoed it?
Because I got so much flack for it. I got attacked. And then I was told my championship doesn't count now.
Or you just let others believe that somebody else
this isn't a dictatorship.
I know it. I know there's a shadow government. So that was you the whole time. You agreed on a trade.
I lost on it
because you were getting roasted.
Yes.
And then said, "Oh, it got vetoed. That's crazy."
No, I was
about to blame Tony. I was going to blame the new guy, Tony.
It was Tony and Mike in the car attacking me verbally, and I was making this trade while I was driving to the bar for the basketball draft. So, there was a lot of pressure on me, and I thought
you're right. It was basketball draft day.
It was basketball draft day.
I was about to blame Tony for that. I'm sorry, Tony. That's crazy. I thought it was Tony because he was a new guy. We all have a gentleman's agreement that this is a no veto league.
It is a no veto league.
It's also just a no trade league, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, we've seen vast improvements in these.
I'm not advocating dropping from 14 man league, but trades have gone down since we went to 14 man because people.
This is true.
Anymore.
This is
people
true.
It has gone down. You don't have a surplus at any position. Yeah, that's why for sure. Not as many people have a surplus at a position. Prior to that, if you had a surplus at a position, you were trading away that surplus and getting deeper somewhere else. 14 man league, you're just.
So do you want to add it on the roster spot?
No, I think it's fine. I want to, and not only that, I want to take away the IR spot. I don't know how Keanu guilt tricked you into doing that.
Yes. Well, COVID. It wasn't really me, but
Okay,
I think now
COVID's over. We've all had it. We're all fine. COVID's gone.
I think next year I think we can really consider removing it. I agree.
We can all go outside. I visited my mother in Canada back in October. I don't even need to
no mask.
Well, not only no mask, I didn't even need to show my vaccination papers.
Wow.
COVID's done. It's gone. It's never coming back. Probably. It's gone.
I hear you. I think you're
right. An IR spot.
We don't really need the IR spot anymore. You want to take DeAndre Hopkins? You got to pay for it. That's 6. That's your 8 weeks.
Now I'm glad that you're agreeing with me now, but I know come the off season.
No, I'm with it.
No, you're not.
No, I'm asking. You'll see.
I've seen you do the song and dance for 11 years.
Well, we're gonna put it on the. I'll put it on the survey, and we'll see what happens. But I will send you my vote.
Let's address the survey right now. Also,
okay.
And I'm going to bring this up right now. I'm going to tell you right now. If I didn't bring it up right now, it just wouldn't happen. I guarantee you, if you were left to your own devices,
yes,
Joe wouldn't even be an option for like least valuable GM this year. You wouldn't even be able to vote. You wouldn't even be able to vote. You would protect your guy. You'd protect your guy. Hide him in a corner. Joe, don't worry. Just sit this one out for a minute. The heat's going to pass.
Was he our least valuable? There were some other guys that did a little worse than Joe.
No, I don't think there was. I think he was in last place this year.
Do I need to bring this up?
Yeah. Maybe I'm crazy. That's what I'm saying. In your mind, you're like, he wasn't even that bad. You shouldn't even be up for it. But now I'm addressing it on this public forum so everybody knows what's, Yeah, I mean, that's the definition of least valuable. I don't know what to tell you, Tyler.
Hey, he was the lowest score.
If you put him up there for a vote, he should be the only option.
But Mikey scored less than him.
I'm probably going to be. You're probably going to throw me on there too. And he could still not get it. People could still vote for somebody else. But I'm saying is, if left your own devices, I don't even think you're throwing him on there. It'd be like
who doesn't deserve to be on there.
You're like, Mikey scored less than Nate. I don't know. You're drafting Jim Miller every year. This guy's drafting Henry Burris.
Well, I understand the Jim Miller this year.
So Nate should be on there. It'll be Mikey versus Nate. That's what it would be. You'd probably throw Danny on there too. I don't know why.
I picked Danny as my sleeper this year. I really had faith in him.
Yeah, you're right. You did. Yeah, I do remember seeing that. Yeah, and
I was right Nate the whole way out.
I don't think anybody, including Danny, believed that he was a sleeper.
No, he didn't. And he's here. We'll go ahead and move forward here to the matchups. And he's right here playing for third place, playing for his money back.
Yep.
Dak already played. That's pretty good for Danny. I know Dak the 13's already in there, but Christian McCaffrey's healthy. Algier, look at these players. Oh. No Debo. Danny lost Debo towards the end here.
Oh, he did.
Major blow. Major blow to his team. Debo similar to my first round pick, Cooper Kupp.
Who was he starting in his play? Dobbins was getting the start instead in like the flex because he was already starting Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, he already had Peoples-Jones in the lineup.
Yeah,
which he's been serviceable this year.
He beat the fuck out of me.
Yeah, Kittle's had a resurgence. I mean, obviously with Debo out, he's got to step up, right?
Mm-hmm. Am I making a pick here? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, absolutely. If you
give me Danny. I don't like that start from Dak Prescott, and that's why. I do want to say shout out to Jesse. He's always been a supporter of the program. Every year he's on an early episode. He's like, I like Nate's team. He's the only person that says that. Literally the only person that says I like Nate's team every year.
I highlighted your running backs this year on draft day.
But then you said I was weak in every other position. By the way, this is why you do draft running backs. This is why you do draft running backs.
Mike is eating his words on that one, huh?
Yeah. No, you do draft. If everybody else was not drafting running backs, then you do draft running backs. And there's value in being the contrarian.
Yeah, well, the fourth receiver just doesn't make sense to me.
Especially did he draft 4 receivers in a row? Oh, yeah, he did.
Allen Robinson was his fourth. I was like, what are we doing?
Okay, let's address something else. Who won drunkest draftee? I don't think we ever voted on that.
Did we?
I think you mentioned it may have been Mike, and I'm not saying that's the wrong pick, but I don't think we ever voted on it. I'm curious because I was also very fucked up, and
you went through a table.
I tried to go. I didn't succeed. That's how fucked up I was.
Oh, that table's done. You got that table's
well,
gone.
but Danny did a front flip on it. By the way, I love that the table jump was the permanent intro.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was a
awesome.
given.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go to like Goodwill though and try to find a table for next year.
Did you rent that table or something? Danny was like, yeah, Tyler was. I think he was pretty upset that we table jumped.
No, that was my personal table. These things are like $40-$50. I was like, I'll just take it out.
I would have charged you $40-$50 if you had said that. I'd be like, hey, this is my table. You can just send me 50. I got you. Oh,
well,
no.
I thought about buying the ones without the split in the middle, so you really can't go through it. But then you guys will probably try anyway, right? I mean, that's the.
Yeah, we just dislocate a shoulder instead.
Well, maybe this year we could jump off the pool or something, or the deck.
There you go. Well, I don't want to get wet. Well, damn, I don't know. We'll be fucked up. But what was I saying? I bring up Drunkest Draftee because I want to know if I'm up for the treble, which is Jersey Drunkest Draftee champ.
I think so. I
don't know.
Has
Danny won that before? I'm trying to think if that's ever happened.
Danny
before.
has definitely won that before.
He won a treble?
Yes.
All 3 in 1?
I believe it wasn't the 2015. I think it was the 2014 year. 2015 year, he got real serious. Remember that was a Jordy Nelson year?
I've never seen somebody so sad looking. Like the minute when he went to pick Jordy Nelson and we all looked around the room like, is somebody going to say anything? And nobody did. And then we told him. It looked like his dog just died.
He showed me sticker.
It looked like his dog just died.
It did look like his dog. There's video footage of that.
Yeah,
Danger Matt. Well, Danger Matt was recording him.
Was he there? Danger was still living in Chicago? Yeah, he was. Yeah. We're all still living in Chicago, aren't we?
Still, it wasn't the move yet. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna take Danny. I'm gonna take Jesse. I think Danny lost Debo and lost his Thunder. But you're right, it can go either way here. But we're here for the main attraction.
Mm-hmm.
The finals. 8-5 versus 5-8. The 10th seed and the 5th seed. Aaron Rodgers against Minnesota for a playoff spot. Could you be in a better place?
I've punted the quarterback position all year.
Well, Derek Carr.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing Tony was right about. My quarterback situation this year stinks.
Well, you got him later, right? And then you got Aaron in like the 8th.
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know.
It was later. I mean, you weren't up here taking Joe Burrow.
I missed the tight end round.
Yes.
I missed the quarterback round. I started the kicker round. No, I didn't start the kicker round. Justin Tucker, obviously, I'm assuming was the first off the board, so that was Ryan.
He was. Ryan took
But yeah, I don't know. I mean,
you were up there with defense. I think the Bills went first, and then you grabbed the Niners.
Defense has been huge for me. We talked about 2013. I think in 2013, I had the Legion of Boom, like the Legion of Boom.
Yeah,
year.
you had
like
Seattle.
I think that was the year they won. And they scored 200 plus points that year.
It's a major difference,
which is crazy. And this is like the closest I've gotten to that. The Niners D has had a couple of the past couple of weeks have had a couple of defensive touchdowns taken off the board, which I don't think should have been obviously biased because they're on my team. But I mean, there was 2 weeks ago, there was they called like an insane roughing the passer.
Yeah.
On I think Gino or something, or against Gino. On Gino. They sacked Gino. He threw a pick. They rushed him. They pressured him. He threw a pick, and they took him down. And they called roughing the passer for some reason. And then last week, I think they recovered a fumble that they ruled somebody like grazed them. Grazed Ward or whoever it was that returned the pick for a touchdown. And I don't know, it didn't count. I think the Niners defense gives me 2 touchdowns today or this week. Yeah.
They are nicknamed the Gold Rush.
Yeah, that's a lame nickname in my opinion, but they're fucking studs and they're healthy.
You don't like it? I love it. I get some when they
announce like
the Gold Rush. I'm like,
I like the Darius Ward. Yeah, it's fucking weak. Look, this comes down to it's the defense and kicker league. Justin Tucker's having a down year, quietly having a down year.
Yes, missing.
Whether kicks are getting blocked, or am I crazy?
Yeah, that too. That's happened, and I think there's a little faith lost.
Yeah, just kick it higher, Justin. It's not fucking hard.
You should know.
Yeah.
Are you worried about Evan Ingram?
No. So good question. So I'm assuming Ingram's like the reason he's in the finals, right? Because he's been going crazy.
Yes. He had 3 touchdowns against me one game.
Yeah.
Put up 14, 15.
I know what Doug Peterson is saying. Because we talked, obviously, like the Titans just at everybody. I know Doug Peterson and the Jags are saying, I know what they're saying. I know they're saying every game matters. We're going to play our guys. They got 6 guys that popped up on the report today, including Trevor Lawrence with a toe. But the Texans are like live in this game. I think it spreads down to like 3. And by the way, also as Bears fans, like a Texans win would be huge for us.
Oh, amazing.
The Texans win would be huge for us. Trying to get Jalen Carter on the Bears.
Not trading down?
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But I would think of Carter if we were in the mix for Carter.
Well, maybe are 3 quarterbacks going to go in the first? I mean, the first 3 picks? I don't think so.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think so either.
Yeah.
It's
tough.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe if we ended up with one, like if the Texans ended up with 4 wins and Bears sit at 3 or whatever we're at now, maybe we trade down then, because I don't think we're not taking a quarterback, obviously. But also I think Carter's like the best player in the draft now.
No, I hear you.
But anyways, so
Chase Burrow, Buffalo, that's gonna happen.
I was gonna say about Engram. I think that Peterson calls the dogs off pretty early on.
Okay.
I think his starters go out there. I think he calls the dogs off very early on. I don't think he cares about winning this game. He's going through the motions. They will play. It's not going to be a Derrick Henry situation where Vrabel just says, "Hey, you're give him the doubtful tag and you're sitting." Because you got a knee. But no, I think they go out there. I think it's a preseason game. I think they play a few series, and then they pull them. Okay. So they're gonna need Ingram for their playoff push. They're gonna need Ingram for their playoff push. So I think
DJ Moore was relevant last week. Juju's been good this year. I mean, this is a hell of a starting lineup on the right side.
Here's the thing: both teams have like shitty matchups. I feel like, with the exception of like Barkley and Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Buffalo's not good. Not a good matchup for Joe Burrow. It's going to be tough.
Their secondary is healthy now, right? Didn't the Bengals just lose an offensive lineman too, or am I crazy?
Yeah, they did. They did.
I'm not imagining that.
And they lost one of their star defenders on the line.
Yeah,
white dude. I forget his name. He's really good though.
Yeah, so that's tough. It's at home, but I mean, I like if the Bill secondary is healthy. I like that. I know Von Miller's gone, but it's a linebacker. It's just not. It doesn't really matter. Walker's banged up. The Jets D is stingy. The Denver defense. I know they just got fucking embarrassed. I know their coach just got fired. Fun fact: my buddy played college football with Nathaniel Hackett at UC Davis way back in the day.
Wow, was he a good guy?
Almost. Yeah, and my buddy almost took a job as an analyst. I think on the defensive side of the ball this year.
Wow.
And ultimately opted not to do that, as he just finished the custody battle for his daughter. But I told him, texted him the other day. I was like, hey, I know you kind of wanted to get into professional football, but it's probably a good idea to take that.
He made the right decision.
Yeah, and he's 100%. He's like, I guess good thing. And I think Denver played. Denver KC was a close game last time they played. Denver came very close to winning that game.
They wake up for that game.
Even after Russell Wilson had his lights shut out, they came close. And I think the Denver defense responds big. That's a prideful unit. They just got the doors blown off of them. I think they come back. Tampa Bay's defense.
Shouldn't expect too much out of Juju then.
Yeah. Ingram has an awesome matchup. Houston stinks, but I'm hoping that they just call the dogs off there. And Jamar Chase, we talked about Buffalo secondary.
Well, that's what we're scared of. What do we feel good about on our side? Drake London. That's the whole.
I feel great about Drake London. I've been looking for an excuse to start this guy again. I haven't started him. I drafted him. He was like the 3rd receiver I took in like the 7th. I didn't draft a receiver, I don't think, until the 4th round.
Yeah, you waited.
And I Devontae Smith and Metcalf, which worked out really well. They worked out. Metcalf worked. I thought Seattle was going to suck all year, and they were just going to have to throw the ball, and that's why Metcalf. I thought that's Metcalf was going to score. And then they actually like played good football for half the season, and now they're regressing. Drake London, I think Drake London's a fucking stud. I mean, he played. He was in a fucking stacked wide receiver room at SC, and even he was a year behind some of those guys like Amon-Ra, and I thought he was the best. And obviously, he had to wait another year to come to the NFL, and he was great. Now, he had a lot of usage early on in the league, and then early on in the year, and then Arthur Smith decided he wants to, be the 1952 Chicago Bears and just run the ball.
Yeah, now use.
I think they run the ball They have a lower like passing rate over expected than the Bears, I think. Now Desmond Ritter's in. Desmond Ritter fucking sucks.
Okay.
Desmond
I was
Ritter
going to bring that
blows.
up. The quarterback play is not going to be good for you.
Desmond Ritter blows. The only thing he's going for him is he started like 49 games at Cincinnati. I think Desmond Ritter sucks. I want to make that clear to everybody. Desmond Ritter fucking sucks. But I think they're throwing the ball a little bit more. And as of right now, Drake London's been the benefactor of that. I think he's had double-digit targets. 2 of the last 3 games. One of them he had 9 targets.
That's all I asked for.
Yeah, his floor. I mean, he's been in double digits. He has like a weird fumbling problem. Like you don't see, like he keeps getting stripped. Hold on to the fucking ball. So he keeps getting stripped, and that's taking it down. That's taking him down a notch. But I mean, his usage rate has shot through the roof. So I wasn't never going to start him over Devontae Smith or Metcalf. But
there's a world here where your team can put up 130, 140.
I think there's a world for my team. So what did Ryan score earlier? 202?
Yeah.
I think there's a world where I scored 203 this week.
Mm.
Why not?
Shout out Ryan. Went from t-shirt winner to the highest score in a game.
Did he get a t-shirt this year?
Yes, I have it. Apologies again on last. I mean, we were a little out of, we were out of place having to transfer and move stuff back and forth. Plus, we were homeless, me and my wife.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But I have it.
Yeah, you homeless motherfucker.
Later that time. He left already though, and everybody was already too faded. Big Mike got his nice little jacket too for MV.
So, let's say the impossible happens.
Yes.
And Ryan does win. Does he have to wear the t-shirt? He didn't have to wear the t-shirt at the draft like everybody else.
Absolutely.
Because it wasn't available. Does he have to wear the t-shirt this year in addition to the gold jacket?
I want the t-shirt at least on the table. You got to represent it.
Yeah.
While wearing the jacket.
He got off scot-free there.
Yeah, he got
That's all right. You forgot the t-shirt, but somehow you remembered the stash for me. That's crazy.
I know. Well, I had put a bunch of stuff in the bag, and then the t-shirt and the jacket were in their own thing, hanging in the garage, in a nice. And then I didn't grab them and throw them in the truck, and we drove all the way down there. But Nancy, shout her out. She went back home, got it, brought it back to us.
Yep. Shout out to Nancy.
Went out later that evening.
Mm-hmm. Nancy must be a fucking saint, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, dealing with your
dealing with this day. She understands how big this is and participates every year. I dogged her for the video that she took of us. Thought she could do a better job.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she did not take that very well.
No, was it a big fight?
Oh, have you seen it? It's on the YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen it. I don't know.
It's fine.
It was good. I love the one from the year prior. The Names in a Hat gets me fucking hype.
Oh,
I used to watch that. I used to watch that before work every morning. Just
hell yeah, man.
Let's fucking go. Names in a Hat. Nothing gets me going like Names in a Hat.
Oh man.
Nothing I'd rather do than Names in a Hat.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, here we are. It's the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams are competitive. I love to see that. We are missing, unfortunately, your first round pick, but you've done. I was
gonna mention if I don't trade up with Danger Matt.
Yeah. Is he there?
Who knows how this goes?
I know.
I don't not only think he's there, I don't even think I'm there. I think I'm watching college football with Danny. Danny was furious that I traded up. I think I'm blacked out by the 4th round. And I've told you this, and I've told the league this before.
Yeah.
I hate drafting at the end of the snake. That's my worst nightmare. I get a pick, whether it's the first overall pick, which I've had a couple of times, whether it's the last or second last. I always end up Names in a Hat. And I just said I love Names in a Hat. Names in a Hat doesn't love me back.
No.
Names in a Hat hates me.
You are right.
It always wants me to draft at one end of the snake. And that's tough. That's tough for me.
Give me the middle every time. I want the middle.
I think I traded to 6. Traded 6 with Danger Matthew Ramirez, who the second time we've done that. The first time he tried to go back on the trade, like very quickly after, if I recall. And then
he must have gotten his ear.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. They're like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like, "Oh, I don't want to do that," but we already shook on it, so we had to.
You're like, no, I'm moving to Snickers already.
This time, but it works great because because I want to draft in the middle. He wants to draft at the end of the snake. Danny was pissed because me and Danny were drafting would have drafted back to back. Could have done all kinds of awesome collusion. Could have called dibs. Could have done all that stuff. Could have made our picks. Could have watched Oregon lose by 1,000 to Georgia. Could have played one-on-one basketball, whatever. But I traded up, and it was, it was a business decision. I'm a businessman, and it kept me engaged for a few rounds longer. Usually, I'm just on my ass even before the middle rounds.
Oh no, we don't drink like this normally.
This time, but this time I seventh, eighth round, I'm on my ass. But those first 6 rounds, I'm locked in. Again, I haven't made pickups. I put my phone down. You guys are doing this crap. I'm gonna tinker. I'm a GM. The GM. Shut the fuck up. You sound dumb.
What's your view on the magazine? We had
magazine?
2 last year. Yeah, 2 fantasy football magazines. What's your view on that? No need.
I had 2 fantasy football magazines.
No. Joe had one, and cousin Ryan had one.
Well, that's cousin Ryan's MO. Cousin Ryan brings his computer. Cousin Ryan, love the guy.
Too prepared.
Love the guy. Takes too fucking long to pick. The guy's the longest picker in the league. By the way, here's another pro tip for the league. Learn the alphabet.
Okay.
All right. Guys are up there taking 7 minutes to make a pick, and they're just looking through the names. Learn the fucking alphabet. The cool thing about those stickers, is they're in alphabetical order. So if D comes after C, it's not hard to find the player you want. All right. I'm the fastest picker in the league. Guarantee it. I'm up there every round of the lightning round. I take that shit seriously. Learn the fucking alphabet. All right.
I love this like a service announcement for the league. I'm loving this.
Yeah, what are we doing? We're going backwards. Learn the alphabet. Graduate preschool.
Understood.
What are we doing? Ryan would look at his supercomputer.
Yep.
He would go up, and then you'd come back.
Yeah, that was.
Look at a magazine.
I wasn't there. So clearly, we're not staying up.
And then he's going up, and then he doesn't know the alphabet. I don't know how he's navigating the computer. Then he goes up the second time. He still doesn't know the alphabet. You should look up the alphabet on the computer.
Maybe he needs a helper.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, but he's not the only one taking a long time. He's just the most, egregious example.
Yes, you're
taking too long to pick. The basketball draft was tough. Guy's taking way too long to pick. You got to fucking.
I agree. At the end, I had to speed it up because we had to go. We had somewhere to be.
I think I texted you. I was like, "What are we doing?"
Yeah, it was bad.
It takes too. I don't know who I'm going to pick before I'm up there for the second half of the draft. There's always a period where I get up there, and I'm like, "Let me see a name that I like."
And you're remote, which is even more crazy.
Well, for basketball, but for football, it's I don't, you get up there, it's 30 seconds. It's the lightning round. You can shoot me a trivia question. I'm going to nail the trivia question for sure. And then I'm going to make a pick quickly. I'm going to put the sticker. I'm going to center it on the board. Guys are up there. They're taking an hour. What are we doing?
I hear you. Speaking of,
and then Joe, as far as Joe, no, you're not moving on from Joe. And then Joe's magazines. Look how well that turned out this year.
Not well. Both magazines.
No, I think he's always a magazine. There's a lot of magazine guys. I'm not a magazine guy.
It's weird. And Joe won 3 championships. I started to question if it's the right thing to do. And clearly it rubbed off on some people. We get some more magazines this year. I'm just saying.
Was it more than Ryan? Well, Ryan has always. Well, I think when Ryan brought his computer the first time, he thought we were doing an online draft.
We're like, no.
In person.
Yeah, like no, buddy. We're in there. We're putting stickers on the board.
And then he just kept doing it because he's like, I got my beer sheets or whatever.
Extra files on there.
Love Cousin Ryan. I like Cousin Ryan. I went to the Jazz Fest with
great addition to the league.
Yeah.
Love drafting
the Jazz Fest with Ryan and his wife and Danny, his girlfriend, and Matthew Ramirez was there. Had a great time. Love Cousin Ryan. Takes too long to fucking pick though. And I told him that.
Put me next to him every year.
I'm pretty sure I told him that.
Yeah. I'm sure he's heard it.
Yeah, takes too long. A lot of guys taking too long to pick. You're not the star of the movie.
It's our day too. It's not just your day.
Put a sticker on the board. Headbutt the board if you're really drunk. Tackle the board.
Yes, what you
do. Whatever you. Yeah.
Speaking of tackling, next year, what are your? Where I moved, there is this giant field in front of me. It's actually they have 2 soccer nets, whatnot. But how would you feel about a flag football game?
I would love it. I would be so down for that.
I think we can get that in. We don't have to have all 14 guys.
How about a tackle football game? What are we talking about? A tackle?
Oh, I don't want to hurt anybody here.
How about a tackle? Tyler, you're not hurting anybody. How about a tackle?
I'm not hurting it. I'll get hurt.
You're not hurting anybody. You're gonna get trucked. All right.
Yeah, I don't
How
want
about
to
a tackle
dislocate his
football game?
shoulder,
No,
but I
I
think
would
we
no.
can,
I
I'm gonna
think that would
invest
be
in some
fun.
flags, and I think we get a flag football. Let's start a little earlier, get all sweaty, have a good time, and then let's go draft.
I'm with you. You love sweaty guys. You always have.
Oh.
But I'm not. No, I'm with it. Fun fact: my arm and my shoulder.
Still hurting?
No, it's not still hurting. My shoulder. No, I felt like I woke up the next day. I felt like I needed Tommy John. It was a tough scene. I also like my feet hurt. I was playing basketball with no shoes on.
Yep.
Me and Danny were going way too hard. Physical activity.
Big Daddy Dave was loving it. He was loving it.
That was before we got you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was so. But yeah, no, that would be fine. I don't know if anybody, people stroll in whenever, but yeah,
I'll put that out there and see if we can't get a game started at 12. Maybe the neighbors come over. Who knows?
How about your neighbor that came over the one time? Do you still keep in contact with him?
Monster? No, I haven't heard from him.
What's his name? Monster?
Monster is what he said.
Good thing you moved out of that neighborhood. The guy that just walked in that one time and he was like, I headbutted the board and he was like, hey man, I want you to know I really respect that move and I respect you. And I was like, thanks, bro.
Who are you? Why are you here? How did you get in here?
I was like, thanks,
this thing's close to the vet.
Yeah. How'd you get in here? But I mean, we were the garage boys, open air garage, so friendly folks over there.
We'll be outside next year.
I hope so. I mean, I have a huge disadvantage drafting indoors. Obviously, drafting outdoors, we see how it goes. So, I have a competitive advantage outside.
That's fair. I would agree with that statement.
Whether and it could be Tri Taylor, Alsip, Beverly,
Oaklawn,
the Marin Headlands behind me, Oaklawn, whatever. If it's outside, if it's outside, I got the advantage, like no doubt.
Yeah. I love it. Well, one of you guys will be taking home the gold jacket. I got 3 more of these bad boys in there.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't buy just 6 when I made the purchase. I expected somebody else to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I
don't know. Maybe it may have been Ryan that brought that up. The winner of this game gets to name your son, right?
Oh, my son's already named.
Well, he's named Anthony Ragnar Fulford, right?
No, I did not put that on the title here.
Do we get the middle name at least?
Oh, it's all taken. It's all taken.
We voted for that in the group me.
I don't see that vote.
Because I for one am very much looking forward to meeting little Anthony Ragnar Fulford. He's going to be a great kid. I can tell.
You guys,
he's going to have an even better name. So
he'll be there. Maybe we'll come out and I'll hold him up or something. And
was it the Lion King?
We can do that.
Oh, you do the Lion King? All right, I'm down for the Lion King.
Dress the league to the baby. All right, well, and maybe I pull an Xavier and I draft with the baby.
Oh, a legendary move.
That was incredible that year when he did that.
That guy's got the worst luck I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, I know.
That guy, and I want to say this about Xavier. I don't have a negative thing to say about him. Every interaction I've ever had with him has been nothing but positivity. He must have been such a shitbag in a previous life. He must have been like a Mussolini, a Joseph Stalin. He did genocide in the previous life, and that's why now in his current life, and I'm not one of those guys, but now that's why he just gets fucking dicked by the fantasy football guys. I don't know what he did to deserve it. It's crazy how unlucky he is.
Him and Mikey both, when they both came to the league, what an injection of just talent to our league. I was so impressed.
And what an injection of Crown Royal for Mikey's part.
I never had so much Crown in my life. Look forward to it every year. I think Mikey wants to get away from the Crown. I think he's like, guys, we can do better than this. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine though, Mikey. Like, I'm not complaining.
What does he want to move to? Cocaine?
That's definitely accessible around that time of year.
Sure.
Oh boy, yeah, I'm excited, man. We'll crown
how much is the prize money? I don't even.
$1,500. $1,500. Second, $700.
How much was the buy-in? I didn't pay it.
$200.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good take, no matter how you feel. Now, this has been going around in fantasy circles, and I don't know how I feel about it. I wouldn't take it, but some guys are splitting.
Oh, they're chopping the pot?
Chopping the pot. Now, I'm like, there's really no problem I have with it if that was something you guys wanted to do, but.
No, I mean, I'm up regardless. So,
I just feel like, really?
There have been guys in this league that talked about it. I don't think they ever did it. I know the aforementioned. Like, are we allowed to say Devin's name?
Sure. Yes, we can say Devin's name. Absolutely.
I remember he tried. I think he tried to do it with you, didn't he, or no?
He did. and I shot
Yeah.
that down.
Yeah, so I mean, let it ride. But yeah, I mean, it's that happens at poker tournaments. That happens everywhere.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to do that, no problem. I mean, obviously third
Yeah.
place. If you guys wanted, if they want to split 100 each, but I want my money back. I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't get
Oh,
it.
and then one last thing, Nate.
Mhm.
This was addressed last year, and I kind of agree with it. The best draft day jersey, no longer in the running for money. I think we just have that as recreational. You show up, you wear a draft day jersey.
So we did what?
Well, there's not everybody participates.
Who's like that was Joe's idea.
No. There was like a foursome of guys who were about it. It's
Who? I want names. I want names. Give me names right now.
Me,
It was your idea.
Jesse, Mike. I don't know. I was even talking to Danny about it. He was like, "Yeah, I don't." He's like, "We can probably put the money somewhere else."
Danny's pissed he didn't win. So where would it go? I mean, is it going to go to prize? Or is there no?
Well, maybe
I think if you want my honest, it should go to drunkest draftee.
Yeah, well, not everybody drinks though.
That's not my problem.
Come on. I'm trying to be.
It's not, so yeah, I mean, not everybody brings a jersey.
Not everybody participates for the jersey.
Not everybody drinks. Chris Piani smokes so much fucking pot. He's still eligible.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We could possibly put that money towards maybe division champions that get paid the full 200 back, or I can make a whole new most improved. I feel so bad for most improved. He usually doesn't get anything. Give him a ribbon.
Okay, well, so we okay. Now here's the thing: we do that started this year. Well, no, because I already got the.
Well, it would all be voted on.
If I'm not the most improved, then I don't know who. I don't know if I'm not the most improved this year.
Oh, I know.
Then I mean, I'm just leaving the league.
I agree. What you did this year was it was unthinkable. It was you had an amazing season. It's still not over. There's still more story to tell.
You know, I'm fucking pissed about this draft day jersey thing. You know, I didn't wear a jersey. I didn't wear a jersey for years.
Yes,
and I wasn't bitching and moaning. I knew I could have.
Well, the guys that are wearing them, I'm just saying, like, maybe we could put that money somewhere else. You want to be fair and square.
Maybe be creative.
Yeah, be more creative.
What's the dumbest jersey I could find than a signed Jamarcus Russell jersey?
Yeah,
was that? You know,
I mean, how about me?
Put the phone down. Put the phone down. Use your brain.
I go out, get Jim Miller on a cameo, and get his jersey. And I get one vote.
Brandon on a cameo next year.
What are we doing? I'm talking about creative. Be more creative. Who's more creative than that? I came in dressed as.
I want to address something too. So the league name change, which I don't think has been official, and I'm gonna.
Oh, it hasn't happened.
And I don't want it to happen. You know my stance on that. Did that partially happen because I can't tell Jim Miller?
Yeah, well, so I told Jim Miller the league. I just call it the league.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played against the Jerry Sandusky defenses when Jim Miller was at Michigan State.
Yeah.
So he would have known exactly what Sandusky. This league isn't in Sandusky, Ohio. He would have known exactly what Sandusky we were talking about.
Oh, for sure. I had a sincere message to him that I just said our fantasy league.
He's great picks, by the way, also.
Yeah. He was right.
He only suggested rookie running backs, and I mean, Breece Hall blew his knee out, but prior to that, he was selling
receivers. Garrett Wilson, he was right.
Yeah, he was right.
The guy watches sports.
Kenneth Walker. He said he shouted out.
No, I'll pay $15 again just to get some fantasy advice from next year.
Jim Miller's a stud. That's crazy. That's why I draft him every year. Also, does he know that he gets drafted in our league every year?
I did not mention that. I should have definitely said that.
Mm-hmm.
We can bring him back. What if we got him in person?
How much would that cost? Do you think you can get Jim Miller in person for $1,500?
I think so.
As far as I'm aware, there's only two things you can buy with $1,500, and that's an in-person Jim Miller appearance or $1,500 worth of raw cocaine.
Yeah.
Both of which I'm down to purchase.
Whatever is easier.
Just give me the green light, Kamish.
Oh boy, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It has been a really good season, and I thought for sure it was my year, like everybody else, but it's not.
No, nobody else thought it was your year.
It's either you or Ryan. That's whose year it is.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to crown one of you. You got a ring coming, a jacket.
Oh wow!
The belt, and 1,500 big ones. I mean, if you win, that is quite the haul.
That's quite the haul. Yeah. Do I get the? Would I get the? I don't want to jump ahead because I do want to live. You know, I stay. You know, obviously I don't live in Chicago, but I stay. T-shirt. I love that name, T-shirt Mike. By the way, I was pissed when he changed his name.
Yep.
Away from T-shirt Mike, and he sucked, and he changed it back. And next thing you know, he's like in the playoffs. I think he went on a run as soon as he changed it back to T-shirt Mike.
He believes in that stuff. He absolutely does. He's superstitious with that, and it was
the power of the T-shirt. He's got the T-shirt a couple times. That's funny.
Is that to Ryan's advantage?
What? Oh, the T-shirt? Well, you didn't have to wear the T-shirt, so it's not to his advantage. It should be holding him back.
If he wore it,
yeah. If he wore it, he wasn't made to wear it, which is again, it's crazy what you let some guys in this league get away with. Like there's different levels. There's different levels of accountability.
I'll make sure he has it next year.
That's the way you run your league.
Lose.
That's your business.
Win or lose, he will have it. Trust me, and I will bust him out in front of all of us. I might bring his jacket.
Now, again, now, oddly enough, like he also posted the highest score we've ever seen this year, so maybe make him a second T-shirt.
Get one for scoring the most.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you, what a year.
Yep.
Well, week 17, the final. You guys are done. I didn't even look. You guys are done Sunday night, right?
No, Monday night. He's got the Bengals. He's got Burrow and Chase. They play Monday night. Chase, right?
They play Buffalo Monday night.
Yeah.
Man, you're in need advantage there.
Yeah.
How much? 50? You're probably done.
I think they both. I think I see multiple goose eggs in his lineup.
Ooh.
I'll tell you straight up. I think Joe Burrow gets hurt.
Whoa. We don't want to wish that upon him.
I will. I root for injuries every fucking week. As long as it's not a brain thing.
Yeah, as long as he can live.
If he blows out a knee, they're covered, bro. They're covered. They're going to get a cadaver put in there. The knee's going to come back better than ever. I'm not scared. I'll use the I word all I want. As long as it's not a brain thing. When you take a scoop out of that brain, there's no repairing that. These guys, they fuck their ankle up. They got better doctors than me and you. They're fully covered. They're gonna be fine. But no, I don't know. I'm gonna need a big advantage. I think it could be a Higgins game anyway, so I think I'll be fine.
Buffalo's a good defense.
Yep.
Well, I'm pulling for you, man. I believe in you.
You don't mean that.
There's no one more due than you.
You don't mean that, but I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay. I remember when you were a fucking Porter. You can't fool me.
I know. I used to throw out trash. I used to see
trash. I remember when they took your EBT card away. You can't fool me.
Yes, they did. My purple plaid.
There was panic in the Fulford household.
It wasn't just a Fulford. There was 3 of us in there with that EBT.
Oh, Mike was living off the EBT too.
Oh yeah, and Roth.
And Roth, bring Roth back. Roth should be the commish. I stand by that.
Roth plays fantasy. He's actually in his finals.
What?
Yeah, he's in his finals. He's in another league.
One time when we were drafting, he looked at me. He was like, "Watch this," and then he drafted Michael Vick, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And he was like, "I'm just going to use him for trade bait." He dropped him in like week 2, and I was like, "That was awesome."
He took who came? Was it Michael Turner? He drafted somebody that wasn't in the league, and they came back and they actually played and they were actually startable.
I don't remember that at all. That's awesome.
It was amazing. Yeah, I don't remember who it was. I think it might have been Michael Turner. Not. This was a while back, obviously, but
yeah. How many kids does he have now? Like 7, probably.
One. Little
That's
Sebastian.
it.
Yeah, he has a son.
I would have picked the over on that. Good for him though.
He's doing great.
Yeah. How's the dog doing? How's the dog doing?
Terrio looks amazing. He's old. Yeah. You can tell he's an old dog, but he looks good. Yeah. He plays. I see him in all the videos. I have not reconnected with him in person. I'm dying to see if he'd recognize me.
Yeah. He lives with Raphael's parents, I'm assuming, right?
No. He lives with Ralph.
No shit.
Yeah, they got their own house. They're over in Glen Ellen.
Good for Ralph.
Yeah, man. He's got his own barbershop too. He's doing really well.
There you go. That's awesome.
So happy.
All right.
Yeah. Any last words here?
I look forward to snorting $1,500 worth of raw cocaine. If it does happen,
yes,
on the house, you're all doing it with me.
Okay.
I will force you to do drugs physically.
Yeah.
And it's on you.
Wow, it's a big.
Now you say yeah, and it's on you to. I'm going to commit a felony.
It's a big celebration. This is what I want. I really want a champ that's going to come in there and just be the champ. I want to see that.
Nobody embodies the word championship more than I do.
Yes.
The way I live, the way I act, the way I look. Nobody embodies
Yes.
the word. Nobody embodies the idea of championship more than I do.
Oh.
I glow. I look like a pregnant chick. All right. Nobody embodies that more than I do. So
You're a Hall of Famer in my book.
again, thank you. Again, it doesn't matter. I think it's actually real shit. I think it's going to be like a low scoring affair between me and Ryan. I think this matchup sucks.
Yeah, at the end of the year. I
think
really wish we weren't going
grand.
this long, personally. I wish it was a little shorter, but it's fine. We're here. It's week 17.
Yeah. I guess it's usually week 16.
It's usually week 16. It all threw me off this year, but
I hate that. If you're going to do 18 weeks, yeah, I hate that. And then nobody can finish 500 anymore in the NFL. 8 and 8 teams anymore.
it's just not
Or 8
correct.
and 9 or 9 and 8. I don't like it. Let's go to 19 weeks and everybody plays 18 games.
But at the end of the day, we're gonna have a brand new champion, a brand new addition to the championship club, and I get to hand the belt to somebody else. It's gonna feel great. It felt great handing it to Mike. I thought he was long overdue.
For sure.
Maybe it'll happen again.
For sure.
And a ring.
Yeah, I look forward to doing $1,500 worth of rock cocaine with the entire league, whether they want to or not. I look forward to getting to meet your son that I will be naming.
Yes.
And throwing fucking perfect spirals. I look forward to that. But other than that, no, I got nothing.
I'm gonna run some great routes. Let me tell you.
We'll see.
Flag football, baby.
All right, we'll see.
All right. Second take.